Oh, folks. Hello, hello. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Donna. Hi, Robin. Hello. Excuse me. Hello, hello. I'm doing great. I'm doing good tonight. Hi, Darren. Um, yes. So, welcome to a Friday night live here with Michael. I am here for some fun creativity tonight. Hi, Jen. And we're going to talk about some new paper that we received in this week. So that's exciting. And we're going to make a really fun floral card die cut. We're die cutting florals. It's a new Sizzix die. It's really cool. But yeah, so I hope everyone is having a good Friday. And hi, Penny. So we are going to jump right in. But first, I'm going to tell you about we now offer bundles of products, okay? So whenever these paper collections come in, so this is a brand new paper collection from Echo Park. It's called Salutations Number One. And it has some really soft tones that are really pretty. And the sticker sheet is just pretty stunning, but it has a ton of different sentiments. So basically, what we have done is created a bundle package of all of the elements within this collection. Now, I only have here the paper pack and the coordinating solids pack. However, this collection comes with multiple different items. There's ephemera, there's a 6x6 paper pad, there's all different things. And all of the paper collections I'm going to show you tonight have many different options and things that you can add on. So we've had a lot of customers reach out to us and express that they would like to be able to just, get it all together so they don't miss anything. So we've done that for you. On the website now, there are product bundles where you can just add that to the cart and you would get all of the pieces that go along in that bundle. So, and we've added a lot of different bundles today. So I know that there are plenty. I'm sure that someone will be able to share a link of some of the new bundles. But like I said, I'm just going to go through really quickly some of the new papers before we get into our project. Um, so like I said, this is the Salutations Number One. It has a ton of sentiments. And the good thing is, if you guys can see, there's a lot of cut aparts in this package that are really great if you are making a card or if you wanted to have an encouraging word. In these ones, these are like 4x4 sizes. I find that the 4x4 cut aparts work really well inside of a card. So, you spend all that time making a card on the outside, and then the inside, you open it up, and there's like a really bold sentiment piece you can kind of just attach in there. So that's what I really like about this, that it touches on a lot. And because it has such soft colors, it really coordinates with a lot of things. So that is the first one. And then we also got this one, which I want to say is one of my favorites I've ever seen. It is Cartabella paper, so it's the textured like Bristol paper, and it's called Flower Garden. It has a lot of greens and pinks and very spring and florally. Obviously, it's called Floral Garden, but the sticker sheet on the back is beautiful. We'll go a little more in depth with this set because we're going to use this tonight. I'm going to show you how fun it is to die cut from pattern paper. So we're going to die cut our flowers kind of out of pattern paper, and it adds, I think, a little extra dimension to your project. We'll use some solids as well because the flower garden also comes with the coordinating solids pack. So all 6 of the colors in here coordinate perfectly with this collection. And like I said, there is a bundle package for this too. There are dies, there's ephemera, there are brads, there are chipboard pieces, there's chipboard frames. I love the flower garden. I'm also going to be offering a class with this in April. So hopefully that'll be out soon. It's going to be an album in a box. So it's a rather simple album to put together, but we're also creating a box that will be decorated with this paper. And it's going to be something that's just in time for Mother's Day. And it's going to be a great giftable item. So stay tuned for that, but it will be using this paper. But I'm telling you what, this paper is so pretty, you guys. And then finally, the third collection that we have received. Oh, yes, there are boots, Robin. That's true. Right here, there's a big rain boot with flowers growing out. So pretty. The final one is called A Magical Place. And this is very Disney park inspired, I would say. It's, you know, all of those colors that remind you of the most magical place on earth, you know, the Magic Kingdom. So this collection also has a bundle. And if you've ever been to Disney and you have all of those memories, this is such a great way to create something. But I also was thinking today that this magical place paper would be such a good idea to create like a small album or a folio or even a card and surprise someone. You know, if you were gonna go to Disney with like your kids or your grandkids or whomever, your spouse, that would be such a fun way to surprise them. And then you would already have something to keep memories in that you are going to make whenever you go. So I think that is really cool. And this paper here, it looks like little pins. You know, people collect a lot of pins at these parks. And as a matter of fact, I think there's a sticker. Yeah, right here. It says collecting pins. Autographs, meeting the mouse, wait time 30 minutes. If you've ever been there, you know that those wait times. Enjoy your day. But it would also, I think, be a really good pack just for vacations in general. And then, of course, there are coordinating solids. But like I said, there are chipboard frames, chipboard pieces, brads, ephemera. There are mega 6x6. So, yeah, these 3 paper collections are what is brand new to us. So check those out. Check out the bundle packages. So I'm going to set these ones aside because we're not going to be doing anything with those. This one though, but I'm going to show you guys what I got at the store today because we're going to use some of these things. So, oh, well, I got this embossing foil. This was the other day I got this. I put it in the same bag, but that's sold out right now. So I'll just set that aside. We're not using that today. But I did get this die. This is a new die from Sizzix. It cuts out an envelope and these sprigs and these flowers. So I absolutely love this die. It's only $12.99. It's called Flowers with Envelope. I'm really excited about it because I think it's going to be the perfect centerpiece for our project today. And then I also bought, so I don't know if you guys watch me a lot, but I love these 3D foam squares. I actually bought 3 packages because I use them so often. And lately I haven't had this size. So let me just show you the size of them. This is the 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch square. And when you pull it out, it kind of opens up into one big sheet. But they just peel off so nicely, and the backing comes off really good, really nice for me. So Henry Henry sees himself in the mirror, you guys. Sorry. He's barking at himself. Let's take care of that real quick. But yeah, so the foam squares are something that I recommend. If you like those, get multiple, because I'm a huge believer that you should always have a supply of things that you really like to use, because you never know when you're going to run out. But yeah, so let's go ahead and open up our die and get down to business. But yeah, I love this die. It's a really low price point. It's one of those great little dies. Oh boy. One moment, everyone. Talk amongst yourselves. It appears. Okay. All right. Solve the problem there. I didn't realize Winnie was hiding under my craft shelf over there. That's what the situation was. We're all good now. Yeah, he does want to say hi. He's excited. I'm teaching a dog folio class on Sunday, and I'm going to get pictures printed tomorrow of Henry so we can put some photos in it. Okay, so let's peel off our die pieces. So this part right here, this is what's going to create the envelope. And we have all of these flowers. And they layer too. So we'll kind of go over all of the ins and outs of this die as we start cutting. And then this piece, it kind of looks like the top of a pop can, don't you think? Yes, Jen. Spencer absolutely should be on daddy duty. He is downstairs laying on the couch watching television. Yes, you are correct. He may have fallen asleep, though. That's quite possible. But yeah, so the part that looks like the top of a pop can, that cuts out these little center pieces, the circles. And then this piece cuts out that like layering that goes on. So we're going to want to cut out like quite a few of these pieces in different varying colors, so we can be certain that we have enough for our card. But what I'm also going to do, so I'm just going to use a white card base, right? So I've got some Thunderstorm paper, or Thunderstorm cardstock. So I'm going to cut this down just a little smaller than a standard card base. Oh, good, Donna. That's so exciting. You've been taking dog pictures all day. I love that. I know. I'm excited to do something about pets. Oh, I'm like losing my mind here. One moment. The dog had me all distracted. Okay. So this is our Thunderstorm cardstock. So a standard card base is 5.5 by 4.25. So I'm just gonna cut this just like a tiny bit less. It's not even gonna. It's gonna be like, you know, just under those measurements. And the reason is because I just want to be able to see a little bit of a white border. And the reason I'm using this color cardstock is because I want to heat emboss a scripty background onto here. Okay. So I have this stamp. It's from Creative Expressions that I believe I used this in another video recently. But I'm a big fan of these scripty backgrounds, and I'm thinking what we're gonna do is heat emboss this across the back. So this will be kind of like a layering piece. So when we put it onto our card base, we're going to have just like the slightest bit of the white. We could actually cut this a little more. I didn't quite trim that down enough. So we'll just cut it to 4. That's fine. I didn't quite want it to be that small, but we'll just do that. It'll have a bigger impact. So it's going to be 4 inches by 5.25 inches is what I've cut this to. That way it's easier to see on the camera. But at any rate, so we'll have our layering piece like this. So I'm just going to stamp this background stamp. Let me grab a Misty. Okay. So since this background stamp, obviously the words are going this way, I'm going to have to stamp it twice because it's not going to cover the whole thing. Okay. So let me just grab a little bit of purple tape to put behind here so it definitely doesn't move. Okay, hi Kara. Oh, you even got the cat. Oh, wow, in the bark box. That's exciting. All right. So I'm just going to grab some embossing ink. Oh yeah, the Simon Hurley Lilies. That's a good stamp. It's sold out. We sold out of that stamp. Oh, and then let me just grab this powder tool. So we don't have any static clingies. No clingies. Okay. Why not one more for good measure? Really ink it up. But so at any rate, this is just going to add a nice like scripted background. I did it, well that's fine, we'll just flip it over. I was just say I did it upside down, but that's okay. It's actually not a big deal. Okay. So now I'm just gonna stamp the second part. But I think that when you do this on a layering section of your card, you get a pretty nice amount of like interest behind it. So, you know, it might seem like kind of simple, but I think it really adds a nice element of something extra. All right, so I just have this piece of craft paper sitting here. We'll just use that. And then, maybe we'll go for the rose gold on this because that's the new one. Let's try that one. I was going to use either this or the pearl, but I think we'll do this one. And I want to really saturate this with the powder. I want to make sure all those little words get covered. And a little bit at the top here, a little too much in the one spot. So I'm just going to kind of flick. That'll be okay. So you see, we haven't even heated it yet, and it looks really cool. So let me just pop this powder back in the jar. And then we will be able to heat up our image. Just gonna put all this in here for a little bit later. I will grab that back. All right, so let's start embossing. Hi, Debbie. Oh, Debbie, we're going to be die cutting and making a like floral greeting. It's this die from Sizzix that appears to have flowers coming out of an envelope. And right now, I'm just heat embossing the background. Okay. So look at that, you guys. Isn't that so pretty? I think it looks great. So then when we put this onto our card base, we have a bit of a layer. So I think that'll be really nice. So let's set that off. And we can kind of get into our pattern paper, which is like the most exciting part, right? I think it's pretty exciting. Alrighty, so let's just crack open this beautiful flower garden. And we will get to choosing what we want to use. We could even use one of these, well, I'm not going to use one of the stickers as a sentiment today because I actually have another idea for the sentiment, but we totally could. But let's set that aside. And let's take out our coordinated solids. Because we'll probably want to use these too on the actual flowers. It's like some of these greens, oh, they're delicious. There's a black. There's a couple pinks. There's a, oh, beautiful. At any rate, okay. Oh, that's okay, Debbie. So this is the brand new, it's called Flower Garden. It's Cartabella paper. We just got it in. And we have bundles available of like the whole collection of, you know, the paper pack, the brads, the ephemera, all that stuff. We got it all. Okay. So let's decide what we would like to use. And it's always such a tough choice, I think. Really, it truly it is. So they're double-sided. Seeds. These would actually, so the class I'm going to teach, I'm going to show you how to like kind of cut stuff out and create your own embellishments that way. Oh, look at the boots. Oh my gosh, how adorable. Oh, that's really pretty. I love this one. Oh, these hats are really nice too with the bees on them. Boy. I like this butterfly and I'm like almost certain that... Ooh. I don't know. We have to decide. So I definitely want to cut some flowers out of that pink. Look, there we go. There's a whole page of boots. It's gorgeous. I love this paper. And here's those cut-aparts I was telling you about, the 4x4 ones you could put inside of a card. This is really pretty. Oh, these windows. I have a thing for windows, you guys. I love windows. So, oh, isn't it always so hard to choose? Oh, these are fun too. But I want to use, I think, some of this pink as well. Definitely this green. This looks like painted wallpaper. And there's even smaller cut-aparts, which are cool. This will be fun for the card. Oh, that's stunning too. It's hard to choose, you guys. It really is. And then we'll only need like one sheet each of these. I'm gonna save some of that. Okay. So for the moment, this is where we're at. Now I have to decide what I want to be the envelope. I think we're gonna have to make the envelope solid. So maybe we'll do that out of this pink. So I'm just gonna put this on here and take like a little, I'm just gonna make a little mark of kind of like, whoop. Just where I'm gonna cut it. I know, I've been waiting for this paper. So funny story, you guys. I saw this paper collection in January. That's when we ordered this. And I have literally been waiting and waiting for this to arrive. I've been so excited about it. So, and if you don't want to get the bundle, we definitely have, You can buy this like by the sheet too. So for this, I'm just gonna kind of cut a strip off of these colors. Because we won't really need a whole bunch. Just a little bit, since we're just die cutting flowers. But I think it's gonna turn out really nice. And it's pretty simple too. I mean, once you get all your die cutting done, that's really the hardest part, right? Because we've already made the card base and the background. So we're good there. All right, and I'm just gonna bring back the smaller trimmer so I can cut some smaller sections of this. Because we don't need it to be 12 inches long. Yeah, you guys, I'm telling you what, this paper is gorgeous. Gorgeous. So, I don't know if anyone has noticed, but when I do a live video, typically, well, I shouldn't even say typically, it's every time I do a live video, I always only want to come on with things that I really love. So I don't always, you know, obviously I don't have time to use everything I really love. But whenever I am coming live, I want to make sure that what I'm using is something I really love, because I don't want to tell people that I really love something if I don't. I'm not that person. You know, you see those people, I think, on like 8 Home Shopping Network and stuff. That like, oh my God, they go on and on about like, oh, this is the greatest thing in the world. And they don't even know how to open the box half the time. So I can't be that person. I'm definitely not a shopping network kind of person. But kudos to those who are. So I'm just going to first start by cutting out this envelope piece. And then I can pull out dear old Petunia for the rest. Because we won't need the big die cutting machine for the little flowers. And that's one thing. So we will have these back in stock soon. They're out of stock from Altenew, so we can't actually get them at the moment, but we will soon. So this is the little mini blossom die cut machine. I call it Petunia. This is my little, I think it was maybe Donna R said to name it that. I don't know. But anyways, it's a tiny little die cut machine. And it fits right on your desk. And it has these cute little plates. So I think that these little die cut machines are really great when it comes to floral die cutting. Because, you know, most of the time it's small pieces. So it's helpful to have the smaller platform to use so you don't get mixed up with anything. That's how I feel. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So basically what I think we're going to do is just kind of cut out a bunch of different pieces. So since we're using all different colors of paper. Oh, hi, Christina. Yes, I'm so excited for the class too. I'm just going to probably cut all of these flowers and things each time. That way we have like a nice variety, and then you always have some other pieces for later. So as long as you can make it all fit, you're good to go. Uh-oh. Should have taped it down, you guys. Should have taped it down. I'm going to have to tape them. There's too many. All right. Hi, Jerry. Oh, so I'm making a card, and we are die cutting flowers from pattern paper. It's a new paper from Echo Park. Or it's actually, well, it's Echo Park, but this brand of it is Cartabella. So it's textured paper. It's really nice. So here we go through little Miss Petunia. Oh, happy birthday. It's someone's birthday. It's Jerry's birthday, is it? Happy birthday, Jerry. That's exciting. Are you doing anything to celebrate? Did you do anything to celebrate, I guess? Okay, did I get all my pieces? Did I get all my pieces? This piece is tricky. I should get my little die poker out. But I'll just pick it out. It's fine. Here she comes. I'm trying to read the... I'm like not looking at this, but also reading the comments. Oh well. I'll rip that one off. We can pick the pieces out later. Okay. What are we saying? Oh, it was yesterday. You were the only people in the whole restaurant. Look, VIP. All right. So now let's cut again. Yeah, that's really fun. That's really exciting. You have the whole place to yourself. Boy, oh boy. I think that's the one thing. So when I was a kid, birthdays were always, I was always so excited because you got presents and you had parties and stuff. But now I get like really excited about just being able to go out to dinner. I mean, I guess not as of last year, but on a normal basis, that's like the best part, I think. Let's pop these little guys out. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to cut the leaves out of the pink, I don't think, but we'll come back to the leaves. But, okay, so what I was going to say right there is, so the good thing about this is when you continue to cut all of these different pieces out of all your different pattern papers, you then have all of these options. So you'll be able to piece your flowers together in many different configurations. And then you can always save all these little pieces for another time. So if we don't use it all today, I can just put these little pieces back into like the little die storage thing that I do. I don't know how anyone else stores their dies. I have these little like clear pockets that have magnets in them. That's typically what I do. But I don't always do it like that. If like the die's too big, I kind of use like a larger thing. But at any rate, I guess the moral of my story there is that I can store the extra die cut pieces with the die. So like, you know, when you go back another time to use the die, you already have a few pieces available, and then you can kind of mix and match the whole thing. All right, so let's get this pink gingham. No, Donna, it's not back in stock yet. So I think we'll be able to have them back in stock within like a week or two. I'll know on Monday for sure. Oh yes, you definitely could use it as ephemera too, Donna. That's a really good idea. Yeah, so that's kind of, I think, the ticket here is to just kind of keep cutting out all your little pieces so you have like a lot of choices. Because die cutting, I think die cutting's really fun. It's like a really fun thing to do. I truly, truly do. And the reason I think that is the results are just always so nice. You know, it might take a little extra time to get it all cut out and put together. Jerry, if you want to stamp out some of those dogs and color them, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. Go for it. I'm going to color mine with you guys. But maybe I'll make a few ahead of time too. Heather Collins is right. Oh, hi, Michelle. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Who's saying? Oh, hi, Simon. How are you? And yes, Heather Collins is absolutely right. I haven't met a die I don't like. I love dies, you guys. I'm going to tell you what. If there's a die, I'm like 99% pretty much hooked, line, and sinker for a stamp set if there's a die. I'm telling you what, I'm in. Honestly in. All right, so what is next? What are we going to cut next? Do we maybe want to do, oh yeah. This side with the flowers. Let me put this in the camera. I just realized I'm like totally not even in full view. So if Simon's here, you guys, has anyone started creating things with his new release? I know a lot of people were excited about that. Has anyone tried the Sidewalk Chalk ink? That's still available. We still have that. If you haven't and you are a fan of Simon's inks, there's a new girl in town, and her name is Sidewalk Chalk, or his name. Yeah, I'm excited to see what everyone makes too. Simon, did you know that it's funny, I was going to text you earlier today. I I have to order it because we don't have it all. I'm going to have to get it. Like not the ink, but the I really wanted that Lily stamp. We don't have anymore. But, you know. I'll text you after this live and tell you what I was going to say. All right, so we have a lot of flowers die cut at this point. So we might need some more. We might need some other patterns and some other leaves. Maybe we'll just do one more out of this because I just love this and I want more leaves. And then we'll be able to start assembling our cards. So the good thing too, I don't know if you guys noticed, the envelope that we die cut out first, it puts the score marks on that, which is nice. So everything's perfectly cut and aligned and scored, and it's really great. The Lily stamp is sold out everywhere. Is it, Debbie? Does Ranger have it? So here's my best advice to you guys. If you know, I don't know anybody who, you can always tell. So even we sell a lot of stuff too, like our products. I always say if there's something you really love and you have like a local scrapbook store in your town, or you know, somewhere that's reasonable for you to travel to, you should definitely have a conversation with the owner or the manager or whatever and try to convince them to carry those products that you love so much, because then oftentimes you can get the items, you know, a lot immediately. And I'll tell you what, I know Brutus Monroe would love to be in more stores for you guys because it would have easier access for you. So, and that goes for not just us. I mean, all of them. Oh wow, it's sold out there too. Holy moly! You know what? I'm gonna have to buy one from a stamp scalper. I'm just kidding. Does anybody want to sell me their Lily stamp? It's okay. I will get it eventually. I actually have every single thing that Simon ever probably came out with. I like to have everything, you know. I like to have options, right? Okay. So here we have all of these die cuts, right? So we can just fold our envelope. So all you do, you know, you just kind of fold in the sides, and I can show you the front of it again, the packaging. So you just fold in the sides and the bottom. And then the cool part is, so, so it would just be on a machine. Since we use double-sided paper, this like top piece of the envelope, it looks like it has a lining. So again, why I use this paper is, that's another reason. I just got really tongue-tied. But at any rate, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on just these little edges here so we can get our envelope to shut. And then from there, we can work on attaching the flower pieces to it. All right, I need to hold this down for a second, and then it'll be good to go. Okay, so again, actually, let's glue down our card panel, and then we can get a much better visual as to where we're headed here. And the last thing, what we're gonna do with the sentiment is if you guys saw me do the inspiration box video last Friday, you would have seen the little conversation clippings that we have. But I'm actually gonna foil one of those tonight. Yeah, that's a really good thing. Congratulations, Simon. You are a rock star. We definitely think that's a great thing. Moving in a grooving. 2021 is the year of winners, right? That's what I say. So I think, okay, so now do you get the whole visual why I did kind of like that scripty background. So it gives it like a little bit of a pizzazz with our envelope. And then I'm just going to go ahead and glue the envelope right onto the card too. So that's in place because once we start adding the flowers, we're not going to want to have to shift this around a lot. Michael here bringing out all the toys tonight. You know, I have to, you guys, so here's the thing. I have a bit of an addiction with craft supplies, if you haven't noticed. So I'm vowing to start using a lot more items. And I recently decided I'm going to start filming videos again for my YouTube channel because I thought about it and I was like, oh, one day you'll have time, you can do it this day. And then I just said, no, I have to make myself a schedule and then I have to stick to it and there can't be any excuses. And you know why I think that? Because I wouldn't accept excuses from someone else. So how can I possibly accept excuses from myself? You know what I mean? So it's sometimes you just really have to like look in the mirror and reevaluate yourself and be like, listen, get it together. Pull yourself together. Right? That's exactly how I'm looking at this year. Just get it together, right? No. Oh, Shannon, I'm telling you what. When the world's in a better place, first of all, I just want to come to Arizona regardless, because the weather. But wherever you may be at that time when it's, safe to go somewhere, we should we should go have a little shopping spree. That would be fun. So as you guys can see, I went on a little tangent there, but I just started by gluing in these little like foliage pieces in the back because I think they have like really cool dimension to them. And the great part about this that I love truly is that this is all one die set. So like, oh yeah, it is Michael Loves Crafts. I have some really old videos on there that from like when I first started making crafting videos that are pretty amateur hour. But I mean, hey, I felt like, so I actually, it's funny that we're talking about this now. So I thought about just deleting them and removing them because I was like, oh God, this is terrible. But I think that it's kind of like a nice reminder to see like where you were as to where you could be, I guess. I don't know. My logic might be a little crazy too, but yes, I have some ideas for some videos. Because I want to, like I said, I really like to talk about and bring things about that like I really love. And I don't like to necessarily talk about things that I'm not like super excited about. You know, different strokes for different folks, right? I I'm excited. So I'm just gluing on different pieces here, there, and everywhere. I have no particular formula that I'm going for here, but let me just show you real quick how I kind of built this flower. So this is 4 different pieces from the die cuts, and it gives you this like really pretty flower. And I think that because we cut these from patterned paper, that it makes it like more exciting instead of using just plain paper. Although, for those of you who love to use plain paper with die cuts, fear no more. You can make really beautiful flowers with plain paper and then ink around the edge. So if you take like a little blender brush, or you even like kind of swipe the ink or swipe the like paper flower edge like on the side of the ink pad, that would give you like a little dimension on the end. Or you could even like dip the petals into embossing powder. That would be fun. But you know, so we're just gonna make a few different styles of larger flowers and then some of the smaller options as well. So like this, we can use these 2 pieces to do like a smaller version. But another reason I wanted to kind of talk about this die particularly and this card tonight is for the fact that a lot of you, I shouldn't say a lot of you, a lot of us have a lot of pattern paper. You know, over the years, you kind of collect many different types of paper and different types of things, and sometimes people just don't necessarily know what to do with it. Or like, oh, you know, I have all this 12 by 12 paper, what should I do? So cutting it down and making die cuts out of it is a really good idea, I think. Because I know some people have a hard time like cutting into papers that they really love. But you guys, it's just paper. You can totally get more. All the time you can get more. Just always. I have a big addiction to 12 by 12 paper too. I just love it. So here's an example. So just real quick, I just kind of made those flowers, but let me show you side by side. We already now have 4 different flowers. I'm going to make at least one more for this card, but it's just so easy to pop these all together. Oh, Debbie, so the glue I'm using, we don't carry it yet. I believe we're going to carry it eventually. It's called Art Glitter Glue. They don't ship this glue in the winter months because they're afraid it's going to freeze. So unfortunately, we are unable to have it available at this time. But I ordered a lot of it while they were still shipping it. But yeah, it does have a metal chip. But so does I don't know if it's on the website, but it will. I'll make sure it's on the website on Monday. Thermoweb makes a glue called Ultra Bond that also has metal tips available. And we have both of those things. I just don't know if they're on the website at the moment. I will check on Monday and make sure that they get added if they're not. Okay. So we have 5 flowers, and then I'm going to want to just pull out some of the leaf pieces that we have available because I'm going to filter those in as we glue the flowers on. And then I still have all these other pieces that I don't know if we're going to use yet. But I want to start gluing these flowers on. And I think we're going to go back to my ever faithful foam squares that I love so much and utilize a couple of those so we can kind of give dimension to a few of the flowers. Because I think that's that is an important piece. I know there's kind of already a lot of dimension on this card. But, I mean, can you really have too much? No. Oh yeah, I've never tried that barely glue. I've heard it's good though. I've definitely heard good things about it. I mean, I don't know that glue is like, some people like have a really big preference on glue and others, you know, it's just what really, it's what I have always, cause always just around. That's kind of probably a big part of the reason I use it a lot, because it's just right here. Everyone's so silly tonight. I am really excited about this card, you guys. So sometimes I think like when I'm getting ready to do a video, I'm like, are they gonna like this? And I like really kind of question myself. But I hope you guys like this one. I think that you do. You probably don't use as much without precision tip. You might be right, Michelle. So it's so funny you say that. There have been times in the past where I have squeezed literally so much glue onto something that it's just like, it's just not even, half the time it's probably not even paper anymore. But you live and you live and you learn, right? I'm like tongue-tied today. I really think I need, so I want like one more sprig, but I don't need the whole thing. So I'm just gonna rip the top part of this off and stick it in there. And I don't think I'm gonna use the green side. I'm gonna use the white side to give just a little bit of depth up there. Okay. So the part that I was talking about foiling, so we are gonna foil a sentiment. So I just have to grab out of the inspiration box, the Homegrown Happiness. If you guys have this box, you will know. But I'm gonna show you. If you don't have this box, you should get it. It's one of my favorites actually of the year. So there's 2 different ways. I'm gonna foil parts of both of this, and then we can kind of decide what we like from there. Okay, so I have some silver deco foil, but I think up here, I have many colors of deco foil, but the ones that are readily available, so I have silver and gold that are readily available. So we'll just use a little bit of both, I think. and a carrier. I need this little carrier sheet. We'll set our card to the side. Oh, the burlap. Oh, that's so great, Debbie. Yeah, that's true. I fully agree. I learn things from people all the time. I mean, I know I talk about how much I love watching Jennifer McGuire because she's always just so inspiring and kind, and she has some of the best ideas out there. But I don't know if I have rose gold, Donna. I actually was thinking about that right before I went live, and I don't know that I do. That would be a really good color, though. Okay, so let's see. I really like this one that says "Find the beauty in everything." I think that's a wonderful sentiment. So I want to use that one. But then I think this one, take time to smell the flowers. Or, maybe we'll just do find the beauty in everything. We'll do that. I'll cut both of these out. I'm not going to foil the whole sheet because you never know when we're going to want to use another one. So let's just trim these down. And these are like a really, really, really simple way to, oh, I need like a little bit more. Darn. There we go. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. And then there's all these extra pieces that we can use, another time. I love these little sentiment strips. And then I'm just going to trim the side. And the fact that they're foilable is really exciting. So we'll probably do one in, you know what, maybe I'll just do them. We'll do one in silver and one in gold. I think we'll do the one where the writing is black in silver, and then the one where the writing is white. Oh, that's that piece I need. Where the writing is white, we will use the gold. And we'll see what we think is going to look better. We are on this journey together. What am I missing? Oh my goodness. Burlap therapy. All right. Okay, so let me just crack open the foil. And hopefully I'll be able to just pull one piece out. Yay! All right, we'll deal with that later. I don't even need this whole piece, really. I need just like the tiniest little bit. All right, so let's grab the gold. And then I'm just gonna cut a small little bit. Of the gold. And then the silver. All right. And again, I will deal with this foil in a bit. In a bit. Michelle, you mean you want us to have burlap everything from now on? So, funny story about burlap. I know I've told you guys that Spencer works for the haunted house every year. He manages the actors at there's a haunted house in our area that's benefits charity. It benefits homeless children and Animal Friends, which is a nonprofit in Pittsburgh that helps out animals. But anyways, so the one year they asked me to come and help them with this project, and they needed me to make well, not really make, I guess. They needed me to tie up all these like bags. The scene they were setting was kind of like a barn or something, but so they made me tie up all these bags. They were like feed bags, but they were stuffed with just like stuffing, but they were all made out of burlap. And when I tell you, there were like 50 of these bags. It was a lot, you guys. So that's my burlap story. So I'm just taping this in here because I think it's going to be easier for me. And then I don't need this. This is just the carrier sheet. I truthfully don't need it to be this long. I don't know anything that I'm ever going to foil that's going to be that long. So I'm just going to cut that off. But I have the laminator over here. It should be nice and hot. Good to go. So I'm just popping in the foil. And it's going to hopefully work its magic on our sentiment strips. I'm really excited about this card, you guys. I think maybe we'll use like a foam strip to pop up the sentiment. Oh yeah, so Heather's Girl Scout troop came down and volunteered at the haunted house the one night. Or maybe, I think it was multiple nights. I don't know. But they got to dress up as like zombies and stuff in the haunted house. Oh, thank you, Jen. Yeah, oh, I don't want to peel it off yet. I want you guys to kind of like see it. Well, all right. Our foiling is finito. So first let's pull the silver. The silver one already came off. But look, you guys. So look how cool that is. It's like instantly foiled and it looks so beautiful. It's just like I don't know if you can see it that well on the camera as much as I can in person, but I'm telling you what, it looks so pretty foiled. I love it. And then fun fact, so if there's like, you can just take your purple tape if you ever feel like maybe there's like a little piece of foil that shouldn't belong. And you can just kind of tap your tape over it. And if there are any little like flakes, they disappear. So then now let's peel back our gold. Ta-da! So let me do my little trick first there, in case there's any foil hanging back. But so now here's the gold one. Find the beauty in everything. So I know they look so good foiled. So if you've never foiled these, they're in your inspiration box. I highly, highly recommend. Yeah, we should maybe put some foil in an inspiration box soon. I'll have to get on that. Maybe the June box. That would be a really good one to put foil in. So, which one do you guys think we should use? Because then I can save the other one for something else. Da-da, da-da. I know I love these. So, I mean, I just like kind of think, part of me thinks the gold because of the background, but then part of me really thinks the silver. I think the silver is the winner. I don't know though. Gold. Shannon says gold. Let me put the gold there. Yeah, the gold. I need to just do a little trim. So the this is cut just like the tiniest bit crooked, I feel. Okay. Now I just need a piece of paper. Okay, so everyone is saying gold. Well, it's going to be silver because I just messed that up. I should have taped it, you guys. I cut it. It was too loose. I cut it. So the gold one just had an accident. That's what I get for trying to trim that little piece off this way. Don't follow my example. Silver it is. Yeah, I thought about the middle of the envelope, but the thing is, I kind of like it down here. Let me look at it on the camera. I think putting it up there is, I don't know. It's kind of busy. I think I like it at the bottom. All right, at any rate, now that we have that, so I'm going to actually just use foam strips for this part to pop it up a little bit. Hello, accident. You like it on the envelope? I know I murdered the sentiment. See, I like the down below, I think. I like it on the envelope, but the thing is I like it like at the bottom too, because I think maybe I'll put like a couple rhinestones on here. Or acrylic bubbles would be good. But I think we're gonna use rhinestones. Yeah, so we're gonna put that there. And then I'm gonna get out my little rhinestone thing. Actually, I want to try this color. Create your ending. You know what? You're absolutely right, Shannon. That's a great tip. Words to live by. All right. So I like to do the whole 3 thing. That seems to work really well. Yeah, we could use sequins. The sequins in the inspiration box are really pretty too. They're those like greens and creams. Okay, so let's, before we glue anything down, or you know what, maybe we'll do it like this. Maybe we'll just do that. What set is that? Do you mean the die set? It is a. Did she say it's a dizziness die set? I don't know what I want to do with these rhinestones. I'm like not sure if I want to even put them on. The pearls? I don't. Oh, you know what, you guys? I think it's the color. I don't know. I think up here looks good. Oh, let me put this closer. I think. Do you guys think up here, like these little three up here? Oh, the dark blue ones. Yeah, I think that was it. It might be the color. I was actually thinking like that or the yellow, maybe. Yeah, I don't like that color on there. I like the color, just it's not for this. It's not for this one. Let's try a different color. See, this is why I like you when you guys are with me, because we can have a discussion about what we think is going to look nice. So, ooh, here we are with the dark blue. And now I think maybe I'll try the lighter yellow. I think this one's the winner, I think. And you'll see why. Because that's actually the one thing I was thinking this whole time. That I should have maybe done a yellow flower. But I'm thinking if I put a little yellow rhinestone, that'll bring it all together. Yeah, I think I like the yellow. I'm glad we were able to discover all this together. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna pop the glue on, stick them in place, and that's where we're at, right? Because then we'll have a beautifully finished card. Yeah, I could put them in the middle of flowers. The problem is I just really I think I like the pattern paper there. But at any rate, here is our finished card. Yeah, I love it. The sentiment, I'm telling you guys, a good sentiment really gets me going. I'll tell you what, find the beauty in everything. We've had some really fabulous sentiments lately, and I'll tell you what, I love it. So at any rate, thank you guys for joining me. I'll just review real quick. I used the Cartabella Flower Garden paper collection to create this tonight. And in conjunction with that, I used the new Sizzix Flowers with Envelope die set. So you get all of the dies that I used here come on that set. So yeah, I think it came together so nicely. And that because this paper is textured that these are cut out with, it just looks really stunning. So again, yeah, definitely check out all of the new paper collections and the bundles and all that stuff. There's a ton of new stuff. It's always good to just click on all new products and then you'll see exactly everything that we have that's new. That's what I like to do. I love to find the new items. So, yeah. Again, thank you guys. And don't forget, for every $10 you spend this month, you get an egg. And then I think it's $250 more, you get a golden egg, which is guaranteed to have a $25 gift code in it. And I believe someone's winning a large prize in that. I don't know exactly what it is. I forget, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. But yeah, definitely keep all that in mind. And, you know, this is a good way to end. Find the beauty in everything. So again, thank you guys for spending another Friday evening with me. I'm so excited. Those of you that are taking my dog class on Sunday, I will see you then. I think that starts at 11:30 a.m. I'm really excited about that. So again, have a great evening, have a great weekend, and stay safe. And I will see all of you very soon. Good night, everyone.